Hi everyone, as in the last class, we have gone through with the discussion with regards to the format of the preparation of the profit and loss account of any of the company. Right now, we are going to see in-depth working notes of each which are available in the format of preparation of profit or loss account from working note number 1 till from working note number 14. Here, this is the main agenda of preparing the profit and loss account. The total profit for the year we have to find out. So that we are going to right now we are going to discuss each and every aspect of working note. So that here we are having the first working note number 1, that is the first main head is continuing operations. Continuing operations, the routine activities or the operations that which are taken place in the business. In that category, first one, that is note number 1, that is the revenue from operations. What does the revenue from operations says that? Means, for example, the sale of goods, the sale of services is the main activity of the business, main routine activity of the business, where it is the income for us. That's what it is taken in the inner column. Then here we are having other operating revenue. Apart from making the sale of the goods and services, if any other incomes are available at that time, that is considered as other operating revenue. For example, suppose once when we are going to collect the sales tax, or suppose we have collected sales tax or service tax or a value added tax on behalf of the another party, which should not be included in the operating revenue. Yes, other than the sale of goods and services are considered as the other operating revenue. Therefore, once after going to add the, we will get as gross revenue less excise duty. Excise duty, usually this tax is imposed or levied on the manufacture of the goods sold, right? Yes, so that amount has to be reduced, then later whatever that we'll get, we will be considering it as net revenue, right? Yes, so usually this revenue from operation is in case of non-finance companies. Then what happens in case of finance companies? Suppose if the problem given is of finance company, here we are having another working note number 1 itself. In case of finance company, suppose if it is a finance company, at that time what are the source of revenue? See, sale of goods cannot be considered as the revenue from operation because it's a finance company. Here we are having the interest income, then other financial services where the service is being provided, financial in nature. At that time, whatever the revenue that which we are going to generate, that will be considered as a revenue from operation. This is in case of finance company. This is also an revenue from operations. Then here next we are going to have, next is working note number 2. Means here what we are going to do, here we are going to discuss what all the things are being involved usually in discussion with regards to working notes. Then once after completing the working note, usually we are going ahead seeing with the problems with regards to the question paper as well as the exercise problems neatly. Yes, then later here we are having working note number 2, other income. Means other income is what, apart from the main income, what are the other incomes? For example, here interest income. See, interest income, actually it comes under the what, finance company, but here what they have said is in case of other than finance company. In case of other than finance company, at that time only the interest income, if it is there, at that time it is considered as the other income. Then suppose if we are having any dividend income where the shares are being invested, suppose if we are having net gain or sale of investment. Okay, suppose if we are having the investment where the market value is greater than the book value, at that time the net gain occurs. at that time, which is considered as the more income. That's what it comes under the other income. Then other non-operative income. Non-operative income, apart from the operating activity, the other income which is being generated, those are considered as the what non-operating income. The both will be added together and it will be taken to the outer column known as other income. This other income will be taken to the working note number 2. The next working note number 3, this is cost of raw material consumed. So that cost of raw material consumed is from this onwards it starts with regards to what expenses of the company. Therefore, first one, in order to find out the cost of raw material consumed, usually this could be there in case of the manufacturing companies. However, while the in case of manufacturing companies, raw material will usually occur, but what happens in case of raw material, here we are having, if there is any normal loss, it should be adjusted in the raw materials. Suppose if the normal loss cannot be avoidable, it occurs, but abnormal loss can be what? We can avoid it by having the adjustments, right? Yes. In order to find out the cost of raw material consumed, opening stock of raw material is there, then add purchase of raw material during the year. Suppose if any purchases are being made during the year, that will be added back to the opening balance. Then later, if any the closing balance of stock raw material which is left at the end of the year, at that time that will be removed. Therefore, we will be getting with the cost of raw material consumed. This is with regards to the calculation of cost of raw materials consumed. The next working note number 4, that is purchase of stock in trade. See what will happen, always the business parties are intention to having, once when the purchase is being made, they are having an intention to make it a resale. Purchase of stock in trade, therefore it is also an expense part, that's what it is taken in the column. Then later here we are going to have the note number 5, that is changes in inventories. Changes in inventories. See, changes in inventories, what happens? See, inventory is again a part of what? Your main stock. Again, there are numerous types of inventories are available which forms a part of stock. Opening finished goods, opening work in progress, opening stock in trade, less closing of all the goods, all the part of stock, we will be getting the changes in inventory. What was the opening balance, then what was the closing balance. If opening balance is more than the amount of the closing balance, we will incur and considering it as one more expenses. If the closing stock is more than the opening stock, at that time it will be considered as income. Means what? If opening stock is less than the closing stock, at that time it will be considered as income. Then later here we are having next working note number 6. Note number 6. Employee benefit expenses. Employee benefit expenses, it is also an expense part for the part of the company. Again, salary, where it is a reward provided to the employee because he has rendered the service to the organization. The wherein wages, this is again a part of expenses. Then contribution to the provident fund. Provident fund, this is a fund which is provided after the what? The retirement, after the leaving of the job, a lump sum amount is being provided. Again, separate slab is available for that. Then later, expenses on employee stock option scheme means the company is going to provide to the employees and kind of option for the benefit of the welfare of the employees at the lowest than the market value. It is a kind of scheme which is provided to the benefited for the employees. Then staff welfare expenses, these all are again expenses together that will be taken to the outer column, considered as employee benefit expenses. Then next here we are having working note number 7, that is finance cost. Usually a company will incur some of the finance cost while borrowing some of the assets of the company. First one is interest expense. Once when we will take a loan from the outside party, we are other to pay the interest of that particular. At that time, it is an expense for us. Then other borrowing cost. Other borrowing cost, what will happen? Usually, whenever we are purchasing or acquisition or whenever we are having the construction of the production purpose, at that time an additional cost is being incurred for bringing of the fixed assets. At that time the cost will be incurred, known as other borrowing cost, right? Then applicable net gain or losses on foreign currencies. While making the exchanging of the currencies, at that time we will be having the certain costs are being involved, the processing charges are also involved, known as finance cost. This all will be coming under the expenses part, therefore finance cost. Then later here we are having working note number 8, that is depreciation and amortization. Depreciation is always calculated on the what, the fixed value of the asset due to usage, due to the economic life of that asset, due to wear and tear. The amount of the value of that asset particular is goes on decreasing. That's what the depreciation is done. Then later amortization is also coming under the depreciation. Amortization is kind of similar to the what, depreciation, but what has happened, amortization means what, repayment of loan within the given period of time. Within the given period of time means what, the paying of debt means for them, for the payment of the loan, more time is been given, wherein the total amount of principal less the amount of interest, the amount of will be reduced. At that time amortization is given. Suppose if it is there a loss on amortization, at that time it will be taken. Therefore depreciation and amortization will be taken to the outer column. Then later other expenses are involved. Apart from the routine expenses, other expenses such as the power and fuel, rent, repair to the building, repairs to the machinery, then insurance, these all are again other expenses. Then rates and taxes, excluding the income tax. Yes, apart from the income tax, if any expenses are there, are been there. Then let net loss on sale of investment. Then net loss on foreign currencies. Suppose if it is payment with regards to the auditor fees, audit fees, taxation matters, if any taxations are available, company law, legal processing fees, management services, other services, reimbursement of expenses. If an expense is being incurred, expense is being paid by the company, if at that time these expenses are being considered. Then miscellaneous expenditure, where the expenditure is incurred on bringing of the fixed asset, miscellaneous expenses are being incurred, small expenses. Therefore here we are having any item of income or the expenditure which exceeds 1% of the revenue from operation, or rupees 1 lakh, whichever is highest, whichever is higher, that will be taken to outer column. Suppose if you are having provision for the employee benefit, suppose we are having a provision for loss of the subsidiary company, which are considered as again expenses part, therefore that will come under the other expenses. Next we are having working note number 10, that is exceptional item. Exceptional item are the items where the events or transactions that has been fallen in the within the business, within the ordinary activities of the company, within the activities which are going to take place in the company, that only been taken, which is not outside the activities of the company. Therefore exceptional items such as, here we are having the profit part, here we are having the loss part, that has been taken the net part to the outer column. Which are those? Profit on sale of fixed assets or capital assets, right? Yes, profit on sale of tangible fixed assets, intangible fixed assets, then profit on excess liability return off, then profit on disposal of a long-term investment, that will be taken to the profit in the inner column. Then loss on sale of tangible fixed assets, then intangible fixed assets. These all are again where the losses are been there. The both profit less losses will be considered as the net amount of profit. Therefore, suppose if out of the net amount of the profit, if any current tax, if any deferred tax credit is there, at that time the amount of exceptional item we will get as the net amount of profit. The next, here we are having note number 11, extraordinary item. Means what? An event or a transaction that fall outside the company, which are in abnormal than the ordinary activities of the company, which are not expected to recur in nature. So usually some of the extraordinaries are profit arising from disposal of a brand, then profit on disposal of a subsidiary company, reversal of provision against the diminution in the value of the investment in a subsidiary consequent to the amalgamation. Both will be considered again it is part of income. Then suppose if any expenditures are there which is extraordinary in nature, provision for dimension in the value of investment in the fully owned subsidiary. Suppose if a parent company is there, in that a main subsidiary company is there, if any the provision is being made for the dimension investment in that value, at the time expenditure has been incurred, the amount of net amount of income will be taken, less tax on net income, the whatever the balancing figure that is available that has been taken as next extraordinary items. This is again a part. Next we are going to have the tax expenses. Current tax for the current year is given, means for the current year this is the particular tax. Suppose if the income is, if a particular income is, there are numerous types of incomes are available. At that time if it is exceeding more than the particular slab rate of the income, at that time we are going to pay a minimum alternative tax known as MAT less. Suppose if any current tax expenses previous year deferred tax, means if previous year the tax is not yet paid, right now we are going to pay it, therefore that will be taken. Therefore total together that we are going to consider it as tax expenses, right? Yes. Then later here we are going to have, here we have completed with the first part of the profit from continuing operations. The next second part, profit from discontinuing operations. In that discontinuing operations, what will happen apart from the living of the operating activity, there are some of the other than the activities of the making the sale of goods and services. Those are profit on disposal of the assets and liabilities, right? Less taxes on the above. Then together it will be considered profit from discontinuing operations, right? Then once after that, total profit for the year, which is the note number 14. Profit from the continuing operation, the first part of head, then second, profit from discontinuing operations, second part of it, that has to be deducted. The amount of total profit whatever that is available, that is considered as the profit for the year of a particular company. Right now we have gone through with discussion with regards to the company balance sheet format, as well as we have gone through with discussion with regards to the preparation of the format of profit or loss statement, so that while coming in the next class we shall go ahead with the 5 marks or 10 marks exercise problem as well as question paper problems, so that we will understand what is exactly happening in the process of preparing the company final accounts. Thank you.